Knit 1,
Heart 2. Episode 205.
I'm Sheila, also known as Sheila D37.
And I'm Wendy, also known as Penny Winnie. Welcome back to the show, and for new viewers, thank you for checking us out.
Okay. So we got a couple of shout-outs. The first one is, don't forget we're doing our monthly knit-along, crochet-along for the home. That includes blankets, dishcloths, pillows, throws, anything for the home, vases, you name it.
Yeah,
Seat
felted
cushions.
baskets.
Felted baskets, yeah.
Those coasters.
Ooh, that's a good quick one.
Tea cozy.
Ooh, the tea cozy, yeah.
Any of that stuff. Dishcloth's probably your easiest bet.
Yeah.
Could be anything like that.
Anything for the home.
And we have two contests we're running right now. One of them is the Yummy Smells contest for soap and perfume from Diabolical. 2 lucky people are going to win that. And the other one is an opportunity to win a PDF copy of the new Cooperative Press book, Defarge Does Shakespeare, which is packed with patterns.
A couple of them for the home. Like, there's a tea cozy there, and I think there's coasters and bowls.
There's definitely a bowl.
Yeah, I thought there might have been coasters that go inside of it, but I'm not 100% sure.
But it's definitely, I put in our review of that, there is something for every single person to knit in there. There are so many patterns. So last but not least, we are announcing a coupon code for Knit One Heart 2 viewers by Lineo Knits. Who's Lynn Lounsbury, I think her name is, the designer. And she has recently released 3 sock patterns that were exclusive to a club, but now they're available for the general public. So she has 6 sock patterns, and she's offering you 20% off the pattern through May 31st if you use the coupon code LKK1H220. You can only use the code once per person, but you can purchase multiple socks using the code, and it will discount each pattern. So if you want to buy 3 of her patterns, you'll get them all discounted.
But you got to buy all 3 at one time.
Right. You can't buy one and then say, oh, I really want that other one. You won't be able to use the pattern code twice. So that's out there. And at the end of the show, we're going to announce a giveaway contest that she's sponsoring. So that's exciting.
It is exciting.
And I will make sure that the coupon code has run underneath the video in case people want to see it.
And you can also make sure that the contest, when it's
goes up at
a decent time.
Well, I'll show you when you see my new system. You'll see how I'm not going to forget that anymore.
All right.
So that's it for shout-outs.
All right, on the dance card. On my needles, I have 2 things on semi-actively on my needles, and I'm trying to just finish one.
Flutterby?
Flutterby. And of course, you'll probably want to know who that's by.
It would be nice.
Yeah, I know.
Otherwise, I'll have to look it up when I do the show notes.
So, Flutterby is by Shannon Robolino. It is a free pattern. I have done it. I think this is now my 4th time, actually.
Oh.
I know. But it's super fast.
Yeah, I like slip stitch patterns.
That's what it is. It's super fast. So this is my Flutterby.
Pretty
and
that's
accurate.
In Snitches.
Snitches, I want to say Syncopation. No, Bebop Sock, which unfortunately is a discontinued base. With some understanding of why.
Yeah, it's not as nice as the base uses for syncopation.
It's very similar to the Patton's Croy, but thinner.
Yeah.
It's got that rustic feel to it. It's pooling.
I like the way that it's pooling.
It's pooling. You can see how it's pooling, so it makes the butterflies
kind of
not really noticeable, actually, like this.
I like them.
But each row has become a different color of butterfly.
Well, that's cool.
And I'm doing this toe up. The pattern calls for cuff down, but I'm doing it toe up. You do 70 stitches. I'm doing it on 1.5. So this is going to draw in, but I'm not too worried about it. I'm going to do the fish lips kiss heel with it. So this is on 1.5 stitches. It's very, very rustic and very thin. And the plies it catches quite a bit. It splits.
Yeah, that's pretty splitty. But She doesn't offer that base anymore, and
No.
that's probably why she's up.
No, and I
love the snitches base that you did my
the
mitts
syncopation.
I think. That you did my mitts and had. It's really nice.
Yeah, that's the same base that I did my seriously sock. But it's still a nice base. So doing this, I wanted something pinkish because of spring. I didn't realize I've had this in my stash for 7 years. So it made me look, I don't know if anyone knows Ravelry, you can break down by weight, by name, by how long ago you put it in. So I did that. I'm like, oh, I need to start using it. So not only am I going to try and do, my goal is 1 sock a month.
Yeah.
Try and do Blue Moon once a month. Now I'm going to try and use some older stash.
Maybe you can use your older stash for your sock and like kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, I have some Plymouth Yarn Happy Feet. And a superwash when we dyed Kool-Aid, I am using that one in the knit blanks. But I mean, this obviously is when I entered them. I could be older than that because I joined Ravelry in 2008.
I have yarn in my stash that's from when I was a child.
Well, you've been knitting longer than me. That's why.
It was my mom's. I have like 5 sweaters worth of yarn from my mom.
Yeah, you've been knitting longer than me.
Yeah, I have been. I've been knitting longer than a few people.
So that's one thing that's on the needles. Another thing that I cast on this week for the my needles. This is going to be a longer one. This goes with my Blue Moon once a month, which probably won't actually finish this month.
No, probably not. But it could count to next month because you'll still be knitting with Blue Moon.
Yeah, but I know. It's just, my Blue Moon thing is not going to work, but it'll get there because there might be a month where I'm knitting two things. So
you're right.
We'll see. So this is Blue Moon's gray. It's Millen's gray, and this is the start of a Color Affection shawl.
By Stephen West.
No.
Oh,
Color Affection is...
Why did I think that was Stephen West?
I don't know.
Okay, it's not by Stephen West. I don't even know where that came from.
It's by Vera Valimaki.
Vera Valimaki. As soon as I said Stephen West, I knew it was Vera Valimaki.
I don't know why you thought that either.
I don't know.
So
I guess because it has stripes in it, I just automatically thought Stephen West.
No, this has better stripes, though.
Yeah.
Than some of his lately. So this is the base. This is the start of the neck area, and I believe I'm going to go into this color next.
That's nice, so pretty. Blue.
It's a little vibrant in there. And then the last color will be this. So this is how it's going to work out. So then the next section, which I got to wind this up, is going to be gray and blue. And then the last will be the gray blue.
What's that, Casbah?
This is String Theory. And then, yeah, this is Handmaiden Casbah. There was a name on this at one point, but it must have fallen off. These are old,
like
too.
Wine with that.
Yeah.
Something
I
wine.
Can tell you exactly what it is. Wine for Roses. It's burgundy. It's very pretty. And it's funny because this is considered the sport weight. This is medium, but I'd...
Blue, something about blues.
Bye Blues. I think I won this.
No, that was from a Youppi Lou consolation kit. Yes, because I have that exact same skein.
And I think this one was too.
Yeah, that one. I didn't get that consolation one though because that was the time that I ended up getting into the club.
Right. So this is medium weight Blue Moon, and these are both considered fingering weight. And they're about the same. Yeah,
those are 2 hardy fingering weights.
Yeah. So.
And what was the colorway of your snitches?
Clarice.
Clarice.
So this is a bag I made myself.
Oh, yeah.
All it is a t-shirt. Its armholes cut off and its neck cut off and the bottom sewed. This is one of the walks I did was Zachary Pediatric Transplant Center. I like it.
Yeah, I know. That's a great idea.
Yeah. It's a nice sturdy bag. So that's all that I have actively on the needles.
Right. I have this sock on the needles. You're
cruising on socks.
I know. Because I don't want to work on Hey to Food Day. I'll do anything rather than get that back on the needles. I have to make myself do. I have to pull the trigger and just get it done.
Yeah.
So this is a simple skip sock in Patton's Croy in the Bramble Stripes colorway.
It's really pretty.
Yeah, I kind of like it. It's different. I love Simple Skip. I had done that one before.
Yeah, after the show, I want you to show me that because that's on my list of
I
things
really
to do.
like it. It's very easy. Again, it's one of those patterns where there's one pattern row and one knit row.
So are you purling each row or no?
Well, there's purl in between, but you wouldn't have to do that. You could still have that. There's 2 purls in between each.
So you think if I didn't do it, it would still look pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see because everyone knows me and my pearls don't go well.
I don't mind doing 2 pearls.
I don't mind. It's just my thumb minds.
Yeah. So I really like it. I've turned the heel. I did my usual standard toe, fish lips kiss heel, and I can tell you how much more I have to do. I love this thing. It's like the best thing I ever got.
I know. Excuse me?
It's like the best thing I ever got.
It's the best thing I ever got for you. I should have saved it.
Well, I meant I got from somebody.
Should have saved it for your birthday gift.
I would have bought one if you didn't give it to me.
That's why I didn't.
So I have about 3 more inches to go before I'm done with this sock. So that's here. And this is how much I have left of that skein.
That's right. Oh, I forgot about that.
And then, so that's number 1. Number 2 that's still on the dance card is my Ready Arias cowl. I didn't do anything on it.
You haven't worked on that in a while.
No, I know. I think I just don't think of doing it. You know what I mean? Like every time I see it, I'm like, oh, I should really finish this up. Like,
yeah, because it would probably take you no time at all.
No, I know. It's really fast. This is a pattern by Amy King, who is also known as Spunky Eclectic, and she dyed this yarn. It is her mammoth base in Lobster.
Lobster. Say it correctly. Lobster.
And I love it. I just haven't worked on it because I keep forgetting I have it. So I really need to get that done.
You do.
So that's number 2. And then number 3, of course, is the good old Heda Fude. If you can hear noise in the background, my mother is doing something.
Sorry.
She's making noise with her iPad or her... So here's the Heda Fude. Like I said
you didn't even do anything on it.
No, I haven't even put it on the needles. I just don't want to work on it because I need a break from it. I need to knit 6 or 8 more repeats, and it's just going to take a long time to do, and I don't want to do it, but I won't wear it if I don't make the fronts longer, so
it's very pretty. I love the color.
I love the color. I love the sweater. I think I will wear it a lot when it's done. I just don't want to knit it. So I got to bite the bullet on that one.
You do.
Those are the only 3 things I have actively on the dance card.
Rate your dates. I have a date to rate. Sorry, that was me. I have a date to rate, believe it or not.
Yay!
Can I borrow one of your?
Yeah,
I meant to bring mine, but I didn't. So,
I only really need one.
Finished my Big R socks. I should rename it to that.
You should.
My son's socks. Size 11. Somewhere around that. He better not grow anymore. That's all I'm saying. They don't match, but it's kind of hard to tell with this pattern because, I mean, you're not really looking at it. But I actually love these socks, and I told him now that I know what size stitches to use and roughly how long, I would maybe knit him another pair. It wouldn't be something I do often, but the reason I wouldn't mind is because he really, really appreciates
he really likes
this.
them.
When I told him these were done, he was like this, holding on to them. I said, but you can't have them yet. And he was very upset.
You have to show them.
I had to show him. And if anyone has questioned Patton's Croy sock yarn, it's a sturdy sock yarn.
Yeah, it's a nice sock
I mean, granted, this is 1.5, and this is quite
That's like a
dense.
bulletproof sock. But even with me, my socks aren't usually dense, and for me, this came out to be a dense sock. So it's just really sturdy sock yarn.
It is. It's really sturdy. This is about boot length too.
Yeah.
You know, work boot length, because he's been into that lately. So it will be good for wintertime. If he's not going to wear them, I will probably keep control of them.
Yeah.
Because I don't trust him throwing them anywhere. I just don't want to fix them next November.
Yeah, you don't want the moths to get to them or the carpet beetles or whatever.
No, and no, we don't use our upstairs very often, except for the sleep.
Yeah.
You know, we're not playing in it, so dust kind of collects fairly quickly.
Yeah.
But These are,
Yay.
look at this. Look at, so show yours. And
so I finished my
that's the only finished object
Jack socks. Here they are. They came out great. Again, without trying, they are like almost matched.
Yeah.
You know, close, not quite, but it's just kind of funny to me that I don't really try to, I don't care if they match or not.
It's funny. Certain things I do, certain things I don't. This one I didn't care. Oh, can I just say one thing? So this was my leftover from my first sock.
Yeah.
The leftover from my second sock was half of this, if not a quarter. It's 166 yards. I don't think that's accurate yardage because my second sock was less than that.
Yeah, this is both sides. I had this little, not very little left. Of course, you didn't use toe and heel, but still, you made a bigger sock.
But the thing is I used the same amount of black for both.
I know. No, maybe the yardage just isn't controlled very well.
It probably isn't. But as long as I had enough for both, that's all I cared about. So let's look at the size difference of these socks.
I know. You can tell. Mine's like a little weenie sock.
A little baby sock and a mama sock and a daddy sock. That's kind of what it looks like. Holy cow.
I know. Those are big.
Those really are.
Good. Now I can wear
It's a good thing
these.
I love them.
Yeah. It's a good thing. I'm wearing these socks for the first time. My No Pearl Monkeys.
Well, speaking of, a little side note. So I was knitting the new socks that I started. And I'm trying to figure out where all my socks are. Because it's getting to be wintertime and summertime, and I want to make sure that they're going to be stored safely. And there's my wool socks that I made, the blue ones with I don't wear them very often, and I don't wear them with shoes.
Yeah.
Because I'm afraid to put holes in them. Because the first pair I didn't last very long at all.
Yeah, I remember that.
Now I have socks that I still wear that are 7 or so years old. These won't last that long. I'm pretty sure that these have some nylon in them, where the other ones didn't. And I'm wondering out there, do you guys have socks that you don't wear very much because you either like them, or do you have socks that you wear a lot because you like them?
I have socks that I prefer to wear over other socks.
So when I'm really cold, somebody had given me a pair of socks. Steve from Fanatic. Those, I have to honestly say, are my favorite socks because they're nice, warm, and fuzzy. That those are the ones that I go to the most.
Yeah.
Especially when I'm cold. But I was just curious to know if there's people out there who don't wear socks as much because they're afraid that they're going to go through them. Which is why I want to do at least one pair a month so that I can build up my sock drawer and not worry about going through them.
Yeah. Then if you have enough, then they won't wear out as fast because you can rotate them more.
Right.
So is that it for our Rate Your Date?
I think so.
The next thing is Whirlwind Romance. I have a couple of things.
Have you finished your frosted pumpkin?
No. I can't even deal with the frosted pumpkin right now. I'm going to have to catch up.
Yeah. Well, if you're not careful, we're already halfway through April.
I know.
It's already the 6th.
Well, I've got half of the Sherlock one done. So I'm only 1.5 in the hole. So I have only 2 more color changes, maybe 3 if you count
color
that
on the wheel
green
over
one.
there is vibrant.
Yeah, I have, this is very little left. You can see it's pretty, take it out of the bag. It's pretty condensed. There's very little left. Oh, there's another color in there I didn't notice. It's hard to see. Looks like, there's a little bit of the bright blue, then there's turquoise, and then it looks like there's the springy green color. So I did work on this a bit this week.
Oh, good.
And the reason that I did, this is a loop bullseye bat. And the reason that I did is because I have been selected to be one of the testers for the Acreworks Woolly Winder compatible bobbin for shocked wheels. Isn't that cute? He prints it on a 3D printer.
My husband and I were just talking about 3D printers today.
My brother-in-law has one.
And he goes, pretty soon toy makers are going to be out of business. I said, no, they won't.
No, I don't think pretty soon is kind of a little optimistic.
Yeah. That's kind of neat, though.
I haven't used it yet. The thing that I really like about it is, I have to see if I can figure it out. I'm scared I'm going to break it. Oh, here we go. It comes apart. So, it comes with this cute little bag, and you store it by putting the bobbin in this side.
Oh, all right.
And you put the little disc things.
The cogs or whatever you want to call them.
I don't really know what you call it.
Wheels.
The disky part. It goes on this side, and then you can pack it, and it's flat, and it's really handy if you're taking a small bag, because the put together ones take up a lot of space.
Right. Now, how much will that hold? That looks smaller than a regular bobbin.
Well, but it is smaller, but this middle part is way smaller, so it will actually probably hold as much, if not more. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, this part is the same size, but the core part of it is thinner.
Okay, so on a regular bobbin, it's wider?
Yeah, there's a wider middle.
So I have a question. Are you, when you're done with your bat, I know you're going to try and do a 3-ply, like a Navajo ply or whatever you want to call it.
I'm going to do it on this.
I was just going to ask that.
That's why I've been working on it. I haven't used this yet because I have that loop bat, and I need to put that all on one bobbin if I can. Then I will use this to do the plying. So we'll see how it works out. So I haven't tried it yet. This is the lacy design on this one. And this is the end where you put your tension thing. Or your, I don't know what it's called.
Well, it's funny, when you got that, you were talking about something, and me and Denise?
Yeah.
Or is it me and Suzanne who
You
said...
and Suzanne were like, what?
You're talking a different language, because neither Suzanne or I, on our group of friends going to Rhinebeck, spin. It was a foreign language.
I picked this color because it matches with my
Oh yeah.
So you can pick from a bunch of different colors. They were so nice about it. I basically just paid for shipping of this or whatever. You pay a very small amount to do the tester bobbin, and I can put that money towards an official one after the test period. And I just have to give my feedback to AcreWorks about how it's working out for me. So I'm hoping that I'll be using this before the next episode. I just got it in the mail a few days ago, and I've been spinning a lot to try to... I really want to try it. You know, I'm excited to see how it works.
How's your spinning coming? Like, how are you feeling about the thinness of it?
It's really thin. I don't know. I think it might even be too thin to be socks. We'll have to see.
Yeah, but once it's plied through Navajo ply...
It's so thin that I'm worried. I'm spinning it really thin. I have to keep checking myself and be like, it can't be that thin or it won't make a good sock. Yeah. It's hard with that because it's really well prepared. And if you're not paying attention, you tend towards thin spinning after you've been spinning for a while. So, you know, sometimes my attention wanders. But anyway, that is my Whirlwind romance.
Future dates. I'm going to plug along with socks. And there's actually... So looking at my stash, I keep looking at my yarn. There is not enough knitting time in this day. Because I've really gotten... I don't want to say startitis because I haven't started too many things. But it's like I want to knit this, I want to knit that. So I'm looking at some of my older stash yarn that I've tried. There's one sock yarn. It's Sock Pixie's vegan yarn. I've tried several socks with, and I've just given up on socks, and I'll probably do not a shawl, but a scarf shawl type of deal. And I want to do Steve at Dramatic Knits did this simple shawl. It's offered for free called Boomerang. It's not a pattern. It's just like a recipe on his own page. So there's a couple of yarns that I want to do that with. But it's like there's not enough time in the day to do it.
Yeah.
So I want to do those, and I want to do my color affection, and I want to do more socks, and I want to do this yarn and that yarn.
That's how I feel. I want to knit my Rhinebeck sweater, but Haida Fude is standing there like a big old barrier just going,
well,
you can't
I could have picked a couple of different things, but this, once I realized how old this was, I'm like, yeah, I got to knit on this. So you'll be seeing a lot of old stuff just because I need to get rid of it. And
my only future date is Haida Fude. I got to get it done.
I got to get it finished.
It's gone too long. I really have to start knitting on it, and I will try
to. Just get it done and over with.
I know. I need to just bite the bullet.
It's like me with these. I put these away for a while. I just had to get them done. No.
So, Bobbles.
But once you get it set.
Yeah, I know. And believe me, how happy am I going to be when that thing is done? It's going to be like running a marathon.
In the streets.
So, Bobbles and Bling.
So we both got the only bauble I have, and so we're going to talk about this.
We got
presents from
Mama C.
Christina, Mama C on Ravelry. She made us bags.
I love Mama.
And she gave us little things. She gave me a little owl, so I put it on my zipper. I think it's adorable.
I got this. You can clip it on something, but it's a tape measure, and I'm psyched about it because I can put it in one of my little kits. And
I didn't even notice the inside of this.
I gave her a couple of ideas of what you might like.
So I got owls, which I love owls, and then I got flames on the inside, which I love flames. Even though I say it's for my son.
I might have given her a little.
Yeah.
I knew this was coming. I got bananas and sakamongas, which, as you know, I love both.
This whole bag can go right in that.
This is a nice big zipper bag.
I like that,
really
and
nice.
how
I
this
do
is,
too. You can hold on to it. Very nice.
Thank you very much,
Mama
Christina. And I love the little owl.
Yeah, I talked to her on PM. She's a nice lady.
You know,
and
too
this
bad
was
I
really
couldn't
sweet.
somehow attach this to my iPhone, but I don't think you can. Because that's what it's...
It's an iPhone thing, and they have these little plugs that you can buy with they go in there, but because you have this kind of case, you can't do it. Lily has the same problem. But they do have it's like a little plug that can go in there.
That's all right. I'll just leave it like this.
Yeah, I know. I like it on the bag. I love how it matches, and it has a little bell.
I should actually put this on the door for my offsite that I've been working at lately.
So you know people will come
Yes. That's a scary thing.
So thank you.
Thank you very much, Christina. That's all my
Christina.
baubles and bling. You.
I have a couple.
I know you do. I'm waiting for one, but it hasn't come in yet.
Yeah, I'm waiting for a couple.
No,
things.
this is, a couple
So,
things.
My main baubles and bling was, of course, my Acreworks bobbin. But I told you a few weeks ago that I had ordered a customized planner thanks to people like Pitaloop and P.S. Aguilar who keep showing their planner stuff. So
if anybody wants Wendy to buy something, just enable her
make
because she
of it. I have no like willpower. So
me
it
on
just
the other
has
hand,
my name and the date on the front.
I will honestly say I was expecting that to be more of a, a book size. Like,
I didn't want a
this.
big one. I could have gotten the bigger size. I could have gotten an Erin Condren. It would have been a little bit wider and a little bit taller than this, but this could potentially go in my purse.
Well, that's a good size.
I don't intend to carry it around in my purse much, if ever, but that's why I like this. I got this from personal-planner.com where you can customize your own planner. I got to pick out the cover of it. I got to pick out the design that goes on the top of the page. And I got to decide how I wanted it laid out. So I picked it to be columns going this way, lined with blue and white. And then at the bottom, I have a workout box. Well, you can look at it when I'm done.
I'm trying to see.
And then I have to-do area, a list of the week area, which I use to list what I have to do for the podcast, and an idea, goal, or art of the week section, which is just a blank box that I can use. And the training box is nice and big. It tells how long I exercised, and there's a space for me to write in what I did. And then I was able to add on a couple of different sections. So I chose an overview section, and it says tamoxifen. This is where I keep track of whatever I think a symptom was. And it's been really helpful because I can see how there is a cycle of when.
All right.
I
thought that was a whole day.
No, every single day, every single strip is a month.
Okay.
So every line is a day. So it's really handy because I can look at that and say, oh, at the beginning of the month is where I have a problem every month. So it probably is hormonal.
Cycle, yeah.
Yeah. And then this is a plastic sleeve that I can put stuff in. There's a scrap of paper in there. And I have my contractor stuff on that. And then I added a coloring book section. So you can color or doodle in the back if you want to. It's just for fun. If I ever just am bored and I want to doodle in it. I thought that was kind of cute. And you can pick what color you want the little clasp to be, the elastic.
Oh.
So this is my planner supply bag. And this is where things started to go down the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
I bought pens.
For your coloring pages.
Or just to write in. I bought planner stickers. You can find those on Etsy. I bought a bunch of Korean stickers that are just weird.
Yeah, I saw somebody post something like that on Instagram this week.
I have a bunch of different washi tape. I have skinny washi tape, and I have a bunch of...
What the heck is washi tape?
It's just tape. I'll show you a sample on the inside of my book. And then I bought some other fatter washi tape. This is also a set of washi tape that's on cards. And I have some bookmarker things that I can stick in.
Those are nice.
Yeah, they're really nice. So they're, I got them at the office supply store.
You don't have any new scissors in there?
No, I just threw scissors in. And then I have these little tabs. I don't need any new scissors.
I'm making fun of you.
Oh, well, it went over my head.
Apparently.
This is my face not caring that you're making fun of me. I know that this is a problem and I don't even care.
Hey, the first part of admitting a problem is admitting that you have a problem.
I think you have to care about having the problem in order for that to work. So, people are probably asking, why would you bother to do this? But, look how cute.
If you're a scrapbooker, you'll understand this. If you're not, like me, you don't understand it.
It kind of satisfies my scrapbooking thing. I decorate with stickers, and I spend a little time each morning sitting down and doing a decoration on it, and it just makes me kind of feel like, look at for my Maryland sheep and wool. I put a little lady that's traveling in an airplane.
The thing is, too, you are a artistic type of person.
I like to do drawing.
I like to do drawings, but I don't do them well. So I would get frustrated and I wouldn't be happy with it.
And I was trying to explain to my mom, but I really do enjoy the feedback of checking things off on my little list and picking out the stickers, and I'm hoping that this will help me stay more organized. And I have been so much more organized since I got this book. I've gotten tons of stuff done this week. And with all the
intervention.
With all the contractors coming, that I interviewed a contractor yesterday. I have another one coming next week. It's been helpful to be able to write stuff down. So
that's good.
I like it. This was $29 to have a custom thing done, plus shipping. And an Erin Condren like this will run you, I think they're $59 or $50 or $60 plus shipping. And they're big. And that didn't fit with what I wanted it for.
Didn't fit your lifestyle.
No, I like to keep this tucked by the lamp over here so I can pull it out and see it.
She's gonna hit me soon.
People who like to be organized will know.
We love her.
We only do it
I care not at all that you don't get my thing. I care not at all. So that's my other Bobbles and Bling. I got the bag for this. I like it because it's see-through.
I like the bag.
I got it at the Container Store. It was $2.50.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and
that would actually make a good project bag for me.
Would make a good project bag.
That's my style of project
I like
bag.
how I can see through it though. So
that's what I mean.
Yeah, it's good. So that's my Bobbles and Bling. I put some pictures of it on Instagram for people who follow me on Instagram. I know there are a few people were enabled. I know that Kim Fredola bought one of these.
Did she?
Yes, she did.
Can I just say, side note on Fredola, that kitty is so
cute.
stinking cute.
I know, I love him.
And to see him how he's grown.
I know.
If anyone follows Fredola on Instagram, she found a kitten at 3 weeks?
Under her window. It was like it didn't even have its eyes open yet. I mean,
it was really young, and she kept it and fed it, and now to look at him,
yeah, he's so cute.
He's funny. So
he's trying to drink out of the kitchen sink.
My cats always used to do that before I was allergic to them.
So yeah, the place that I got all these supplies, just in case you know, a couple of places. I got one thing at Staples. I got a couple of things, at Target or something. And then the Korean stickers I got on Amazon, and the specific planner stickers. There's a ton of people that make them on Etsy. And there's also a bunch of free downloads that you can do and print out on a full page sticker sheet and cut out. I haven't actually done that, but I'm not sure how much I'm going to use them. I just got like a couple different kinds to try.
Just to try them out here and there first.
I like the Korean stickers because they're really small.
They're cute, yeah.
And they're weird.
Well, they're small. They're not going to take up much of the page. Like some of the
tiny.
stickers end up taking up a good portion of the page. Those
like
are
if
really
you look
cute.
at this one, see this little guy? Whoops, right there. He's having a picnic. That's so cute. And there's an airplane for when I fly to Maryland Sheep and Wool. And a little pink dog that's traveling.
From Paris, apparently.
Apparently from Paris. I'm not going to Paris, but...
Or coming from it.
Or coming from it. And this is washi tape, Sheila.
Okay.
It's just decorative tape.
Okay.
I cut little triangles out of it to make that banner for the weekend. And this is you and me recording. See, I made 2 ducks. This is me and Sheila recording. I did 2 ducks.
So next week, are you going to do a different?
I will. And look what I use. See? List of the week. Record, edit, convert, upload, blog, YouTube, clerk, Twitter, threads. Those are all the things that I need to do to make the podcast. And threads is to remind me if there's a contest, I start a thread.
And make sure you don't forget to upload. Didn't you say you forgot to upload this week?
No, I didn't. Oh, I did
forget
to upload this week. This is why I have this now. And I can just put my exercise in. I really enjoy it.
Good.
So it's the kind of thing that I would like. It's like scrapbooking on a very, very small scale.
To me, that's not small. I mean, I've never scrapbooked, but the amount of time and effort you put into that by looking at it.
It doesn't
really
take
because
that long.
I know, but I don't scrapbook.
I do a little bit every.
That's like an enormous amount of time and effort.
As much as I love my iPhone, and I do love my iPhone, the way that the calendar is set up on iPhone, it goes in a line down.
Let me see. Oh, that's not how mine goes.
You can't see everything. Well, yeah, there's that way, but you can't. If you want to see a list of what's going on, it goes down. Or you can have dots like this.
I have dots.
Right, and if you do today.
I don't have any events today.
Oh.
Well, I should because I have a dentist appointment today, but so
see,
let's do yesterday. Well, yesterday was tax day. See, Zachary has gymnastics on next Tuesday.
Yeah, see on mine, it's just I have enough stuff that it takes up the whole page. It just goes back and back and back.
Yikes.
Yeah,
see, I don't.
And so it's hard for me to get a good sense of what's happening because it's not it's like
no, I know,
not graphically good. And sometimes I struggle with seeing what's coming up for the week. And I like that I can lay it open and that's the whole week in front of me and I can see it all.
See, for me, it's not so much that I need to see it so much as I need to be reminded of it. So for me, the iPhone with the alarms.
Oh, no, I use
well
reminders on my phone. I need both of them because this has a lot of reminders on it for me. But visually, when I'm planning what's going to happen in the week, it's nice to open that page up. That's how I used to work when I was a lawyer. I had a big year calendar and I had a month calendar that was laid out in front of me, and any given time I could just see how everything, the big picture.
Yeah. No, I understand. What we have at my house, we have, the desk calendars that were the big calendars on the desk?
Yeah.
We actually have one of those hanging on the side of our fridge.
Yeah. And that's what I use in my office for every month you rip off for the end of the month. I like that because you can kind of get the big picture.
That way you write it down and, there really is no way somebody can say, I didn't know that was happening. Hello, it's on the side of our fridge.
Well, my husband and I both have this.
Cam doesn't have that yet, but
no. So my husband sees everything that I put in the calendar, and I see everything that he puts in, and it's really, I love it because if he says to me, "You never told me about that," I'm like, in the calendar. Then it's like he has no excuse. So anyway, that's our Bobbles and Bling. Crushes and heartbreak.
A couple of crushes and heartbreaks. I've been working on an offsite lately a lot. You guys hear me say that, or if you're on Instagram, you'll see me post about it. So we have a person who's a phlebotomist at an offsite that is out on injury. And so we're trying to fill in the place. And I was trying to explain to my husband that when we fill in one, you're taking away from another.
Right.
So I'm being taken away from the hospital, which makes them busier. But what I like about being at an offsite, I'm not crazy about being by myself. This offsite is it's in an old building, a little spooky. The door, it's a big office. I'm in one corner of this office. Like, the office is not used anymore. It used to be a doctor's office, and it's not used anymore. So we just have the lab section. But what I really like about it is I have a lot of knitting time. So last week I was there Thursday, Friday, I don't remember what day. I had 4 patients all day in an hour period. And for the rest of the day, I didn't have anything. The other day I had 12 patients.
Wow.
And I've been able to do a lot of knitting, so
that's nice. It's a nice break.
It is a nice break. It is.
I don't think you want to do it permanently.
No, I don't like. So I'm going there tomorrow, and I'm going there Monday and Wednesday. So I'm working. This is my weekend to work, so I have Tuesday off. But really, I have Friday, Monday, and Wednesday.
Because you're just going to go there.
But I wouldn't want to do it there permanently because you end up losing skills.
Right. Cause
I don't do kids
honestly,
there.
It can get boring after a while.
Oh, yeah, it definitely gets boring.
As much as you like knitting, it's a difference knitting at your house and knitting where you're sitting in an office.
Well, you really can't do anything because, I mean, you're using their computer. You can't.
Right.
And I don't have Wi-Fi on my iPad. I should upload some videos tonight, because I have Xfinity on the go, and I don't want to use this to do a lot because I don't want to use my data. But I do listen to classical music because I will stream on that because I will go insane if it's too quiet.
It would be crazy.
I don't have enough music on my iPod to
just run that.
Yeah. But so I like that, and at the same time, it's a heartbreak because it can go a little stir crazy.
Yeah.
Trying to think what else is going on. My dad's here.
Yay!
He came in last night. We're going to go out to dinner hopefully tomorrow. I was hoping to get up with him today, but he's too tired, which is understandable.
Since he said flew from China.
From door to door.
Yeah.
27 hours. But that includes layovers and...
That's a long
trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm excited to see him. So yeah, I think that's about it.
My crush is at my mom's in town. You saw her appear briefly on the camera. And so that's always fun. It motivates me to get stuff done, and I have company during the day, so we've been doing a lot of stuff. And the kids have holiday next week, so we can do some fun things. And my other crush is I've started interviewing contractors, so that's good.
I gotta do that.
I did find a plaster guy who's willing to come out and give me an estimate, but he tells me he doesn't do demo, so... He has some people that I can call, so I'm going to see what he has to say. And it looks like I'm either going to have to hire a general contractor and have him sub everything out, or I'm going to have to sub everything out and be the GC. So I don't know how I feel about that. I think I want to just get a general contractor. But this plaster guy is the number 1 guy in our area on Angie's list. He has the largest number of reviews, largest number of reviews, and he's all A.
Good.
So if he has somebody that he works with, then I'm gonna interview them too and see what we can do.
Now.
This is the catch-22. If I hire a JC, then I'm dependent on them to find a good subcontractor to do the plaster. But I live in a 100-year-old house, and I have 100-year-old plaster on the ceilings and walls in 5 of the 6 rooms that have to be redone. And I worry that if I don't get somebody who is accustomed to dealing with antique plaster work, that you'll see where the repairs were made. It's like a catch-22. A lot of people have said if you get antique plaster work done, unless they're going to gut the whole room, you want somebody who can make it look seamless.
Right.
So that's who all the people I've been calling. They're all professional antique plasterwork people, and oddly, they're all from Ireland. Originally, they still have Irish accents. Really? So I was like, is there some kind of a club? Like, what? It must be a big thing. Maybe it's.
Well, you know what? That kind of makes sense, though.
Well, they have old houses.
Exactly.
That's probably why. So, and my insurance company gave us extra money to account for the fact that we needed an antique plasterwork person. So if I hire a GC, I don't know if they're going to hire somebody who's good, and I might be unhappy with it. But if I want to hire somebody who's a professional in it, so far I've called 3 people, and 2 of them do not do demo, so I have to hire somebody. And
Right.
so I don't know. I'm going to have this guy refer me to somebody, and we'll see what his estimate comes in. He's at least going to estimate what his part of the job would be, and he's coming next week. So
Good.
That's good. I don't really have any heartbreaks this week.
Good.
I'm seeing my oncologist next week, and I feel like I'm going to talk to her about a lot of things that I'm worried about, and I'm kind of looking forward to that. It'll be a nice...
Now with your organizer, you have all, when your symptoms, you have like proof, which is good. Doctors
No, I know.
love that.
I have it all written down. She actually told me to do that. And I had been recording it on an app on my phone, but it's a lot easier to see patterns and trends when it's laid out like that. So this is just better. But I feel like I'm going in and we'll discuss all that stuff. And my hair hasn't been falling out quite so much, so maybe it's slowing down.
That's how my husband and I started talking about my upcoming appointments and stuff. I was brushing my hair, and I have thick, wavy hair, and the brush pulls a lot of it out.
Yeah.
And he's like, look at that. Your hair's floating on the ground and stuff. I'm like, well, so I took the brush and I caught it. He's like, that's just gross. I'm like, get used to it. I said, because when I start going through the change, this is what you're going to see, buddy.
It's going to fall out, man. It's going to get thin.
Get used to it.
I used to have a thick hair. Not anymore. At least I
You'll
still
get
have
it
hair
back.
on my head. Maybe. Thank you to the viewers that recommended some options for thinning hair. I got a couple of really good suggestions that I'm going to check out with my oncologist. So that, even if they don't work, at least I feel like I'm doing something.
Right.
Like, I don't know. The worst thing about it is just sitting here and not being able to do anything.
No.
So anyway, that's it for Crushes and Heartbreaks.
As far as I know.
Gossip and Innuendo, we have a new contest. We will draw a winner for this contest in episode 207. Assuming that I put the thread in, but I do now have it on my checklist. Lineo Knits, who gave us the coupon code at the beginning of the show, would like to give away 1 sock pattern. Winner chooses. She has 6 patterns. There's 2 versions of the baby fern sock, confetti rib sock, indecision sock, leaves and climbing vine sock, and trellis and cable sock. So we're going to start a thread. You tell us which one you like. Which one you want out of those 6. And we'll draw a winner in episode 207. And Lineo Knits will send you the pattern that you put in the...
your choice.
In the...
Thread.
Yes. Post.
Oh, yeah,
in your post. I couldn't think of that word. In your post. So, that'll be fun. And thank you very much for sponsoring a contest, because that's awesome. I love it when we are able to give things away.
Here.
And I did actually start the Diabolical and Defarge threads last week, so that you can now actually be involved in them.
And quite a few people have.
Yes, so that'll be fun to do. And next weekend...
I got to clear it with Cam, and unless my father all of a sudden says he wants to get together, because unfortunately when my father's around...
Oh, no. Your family comes first.
But, because I don't get to see him very often.
Next weekend, my mother and I think my mom's coming. Are you coming next weekend?
Connecticut
If I'm invited.
You are invited. My mom and I definitely, and Sheila probably...
Most likely.
are
unless
going to
something
Connecticut
comes up.
Sheep and Wool on April...
28th? No, it can't be
24th?
18th?
25th? I don't know. I gotta look.
No.
I want to say... Oh, 25th, because it's the same day as my mom's birthday.
25th. April 25th.
Remember that.
So April 25th is Connecticut Sheep and Wool. The same day is the Gore Place Sheep Shearing Festival in Waltham. If you are not into
the same
driving to
place.
Connecticut. The same day, I mean. Did I say same place?
Yeah, you do.
Same day. The Sheep Shearing Festival at Gore Place in Waltham, if you are local and you don't want to drive to Connecticut. And the weekend after that is Maryland Sheep and Wool.
That I'm not going to.
I am going to that with my friends Lolo and Super D.
Yeah, I won't be going to that.
Super D. So, we'll be going. That's going to be awesome. And I think that's it.
I think so.
Well, thank you for watching.
It's all right.
I know,
Just
I'm
slipping
waiting
some
for
stitches.
Sheila's like trying to get her stitches.
I had 5
Knit
stitches to slip.
faster.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Have a
We'll
great
see you
week.
next week. Knit with Heart.
Bye.